locker room, they're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone. Not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
On 40 extra points.
CD, that call, it took some guts.
Oh, wait, eat that shit.
1 yard line. They got some distance to go.
They certainly seat-of-your-pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Here's Tate to return it.
I got the wrong fucking play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. Also like what the runner gets his tip. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I need the
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Pick the ball, you slow bitch.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
My camera right there.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Oh, wow.
Ingram is tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton.
Nigga slow
The
as
Giants are
shit.
going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Board there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
His kick is good.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
18-yard line.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now Jones on third down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. This one is Slayton over the middle. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Jones on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Second and 10. Third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the Steelers.
Ben leads to counter on the draw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Lorenzo Carter.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
And it's third down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones trying to lay one up. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up second.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Steelers.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The Steeler first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jeffrey.
From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go to Barkley again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd and 7, Jones running right through him. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a